kids from so many backgrounds, so many families. Hey, how are you? Very good to meet you. I'm James. That looks wonderful. How are you? I'm doing great.
Eating street food on Route 66, talking Jesus with Democrats, or working to block federal fumbles on Capitol Hill, Oklahoma Senator James Lankford is composed. He likes Dr. Pepper and loves his girls, 2 daughters, Liberty Bell the dog, and his beloved wife Cindy.
Met in high school, actually. Now, there's some debate on what year we met in high school. Of course, I'm right on it, of course.
Sophomore year.
Yes, yeah, it was a junior year.
You know what I say, I hug all the men.
Despite a voice that would make a radio host jealous, Lankford sees himself as the most unlikely person to ever run for office.
Cindy calls this life's greatest interruption. This was not something that we expected.
In high school, he felt called to follow Jesus. After becoming a Baptist minister, he spent most of his time running the youth program at Falls Creek, the largest Christian camp in the world. Then, after more than 20 years in ministry, both James and Cindy felt God preparing them for something new. One day after praying, Lankford read his local congresswoman was moving on to another office.
It's as if it jumped off the page, and I heard God say, "That's what I want you to do." And it wasn't audible, it wasn't a big boom. It was just this overwhelming sense of, you asked me before what I'm looking for, that's it. And I remember just leaning back in my chair and saying, well, that's insane. That's not even rational. That can't be it. But I just couldn't shake it. It was just one of those crystal clear moments.
He resigned from Falls Creek, tapped into the couple's savings, and ran as an unknown in a crowded Republican primary. That was 2010. Now he's the junior senator from Oklahoma. For the Lankfords, it came down simply to obedience.
Every part of what he does is to honor Christ, to be obedient to him, to know him and make him known. And it's evident in everything that he does. And so it's very fun because something that we get to do now is watch God unfold things that we wouldn't have seen before. And he's a part of that.
Here in Oklahoma, folks joke that if you don't like the weather, just wait because it's about to change. But voters here have come to learn that Senator James Lankford sticks to his principles in Washington, even when they're not popular.
I have lots of people that catch us now that we're elected and they know we don't have a political background and say, are you having fun? And I've never understood that question, are you having fun? This is a job and a task. I'm not there to be a celebrity. I'm not there to go play. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, and it's a mess.
He focuses on problems nobody else is working on. Lankford is a policy wonk who relishes overseeing federal regulations. What some might find obscure, Lankford sees as monumental, like wording on naturalization tests that reads freedom of worship as opposed to the American promise of freedom of religion. He fought to have it changed. They're the types of systematic problems in government that conservatives love to complain about, but rarely tackle.
What's the most outrageous thing that you've discovered that the federal government is spending tax dollars on?
The death master file makes me want to pull my hair out. That's basically from Social Security saying these individuals have died. Well, why isn't that file shared with things like the IRS? We have all these false Social Security numbers that are out there that people died 10, 15, 20 years ago. People are still filing taxes on. People are still filing to get unemployment benefits on old numbers that one part of one agency knows already this person died, but the information never got to another part. That's dumb. That's billions of dollars in waste.
He believes the church should do a better job of influencing the culture instead of passing off complicated problems to Washington. Lankford capitalizes on chances to share his faith and encourages Americans to live theirs.
Our faith calls us to peace, love, and joy. When we exhibit the joy of Christ, we're not demeaning and hateful. We exhibit deep love for all people. I believe every person is creating the image of God and has value and worth. I can strongly disagree with a lifestyle and deeply love that person. But to be able to set a tone of acceptance for them without accepting maybe a lifestyle choice that they have made. And to say, okay, what is it going to take to be able to present the gospel to you and to be able to walk alongside of you that you would come to know the love of God and be able to experience the grace of God that I have experienced as well.
He and Cindy are also experiencing the blessings of their political leap of faith.
I mean, we've had so many times of people coming to know Christ with James there, and he's been a part of that. And some of those people that you watch and you think, only my God could do that.
Despite the many problems Lankford sees in plain view, he suggests Americans shouldn't lose hope.
There are a lot of believers that have been elected in the last 5 or 6 years. So I look at it and I think God is up to something. At the end of Sodom and Gomorrah, God was pulling all the believers out. He seems to still be sending people in to this place. So what he has not written off, we should not write off.
Jennifer Wishon, CBN News, on the road in Oklahoma.